off the grid with the 28 of Christian Astasi and Declan Matthews in the 55. Hugo Garraway will line up alongside Romeo Nazar in the 77. Then it's Riley George and Hunter Salvatore. Then Zach Finlay, Brodie Radford, Brock Barber, Beck Connell, Lachlan Cutting, James West, Callum Bishop. Then it's Thomas Patching, Giancarlo Arthur, Shislowski, Busco, McNally, Benno. Then it's Hart, Thompson, Jacopetti, Crossingham, Waldron and Chen. Here they come. We are getting ready for our opening race of the day. 12 laps on the board. This hotly contested KA3 senior category. We're racing down to turn number 1 they go. Very tricky conditions here to kick things off, of course. There's been no action on track. One goes through the bush arc, two have come together through the mid-pack there. One I don't think is going to take any further part. The other looks like he's got himself back on circuit without drama. So through they come. Looks as though it might be Thompson who's got the best of the run. No, in fact it is Bilardo in a JGM number 27 machine. Thompson right on the tail. Thompson a much shorter driver than Luca Bilardo in this one. Garraway, what a start from him in the 67. He's into third in the yellow and red Shell Rimula machine. Oh, it's tightly bunched here to kick things off this morning. Down the front straight away they go. The number 33 of George has elevated himself up to fourth position in the red helmet. They work their way through turn number 1 again, and it is absolutely on here this morning to kick things off. Of course, the big points up for grabs a little bit later on here on finals day, but there are of course points up for grabs. There's actually spots in the final up for grabs in these categories, in some of these categories. This one in particular, no doubt one of the most hotly contested ones here. Here comes Garraway, that beautifully presented machine. Gee, they did something yesterday to that Garraway kart and it came on, and it is firing out there at the moment as they come through the final turn and onto the front straightaway. Bilardo starting to pull away with Garraway, having got himself past the number 28 machine of Christian Astasi there. Down into turn number 1. They're full clear of George now, who's got a gaggle lining up behind him. So Bilardo's lead just over 3/10 of a second. George trying to pull away from Finlay. Thompson's dropped back to 6th position there with Matthews into 7th. Then Salvatore, followed by Barber, Brodie Radford, Beck-Connell just outside your top 10, and Thomas Patching is on the move up the order. So through the Torini turn they go. There's George there. He's got Thompson right there behind him. Thompson started on the front row and got shuffled back a little bit in the early stages of this one. Then behind them, you've got Zach Finlay out of the Geelong area. Salvatore it is actually making some big moves here as Thompson goes up the inside of George. Oh, George shuts the door deluxe. And here comes Salvatore in the green and black Empire Kart Sport number 16. He is one of our championship aspirants in this class after round number 1. Had an up and down day yesterday. It's good morning to Lee Crocker. How are you doing, mates? And it's looking pretty good out there at the moment.
Yeah, pretty good. Frantic start early in the morning, and Hugo Garraway looks pretty quick in that Shell Rimula Pro Karting kart. But it's Luca Bilardo out in front. Yes, I did get that name right. Jess Golding came up to me this morning and said there's a few people after me after my efforts yesterday. But he's out in front and gone purple last time around with a 44.7. Actually, fastest on track last time was Declan Matthews. Hunter Salvatore goes up the inside. Oh no, we've had a spin and two of them are out. Just said Declan Matthews just gone purple. Now he's facing backwards in turn 2. So dramas for the CXR kart. We're still watching Hunter Salvatore on screen. Looks like he's got Brock Barber in behind in that old black outfit. Very stealth looking kart, that one. He's just got a little nudge going down. As we go back to the leaders, we've got Luca Bilardo out in front, Hugo Garraway, Christian Astasi, Riley George in the 33. And then you have Hunter Salvatore as they come across the line. But Will Thompson's moved his way up to 4th. We're going to have a bit of change in the order this time around. So it's Bilardo, Garraway, Astasi, Thompson, Salvatore, Barber, Radford, Arthur, Finlay, Connell. It is a frantic start to this early morning here at Puckapunyal. Still some shade on the track. The KA3 class is known as the Street Sweepers. They are the first class out at every event we have on the calendar. It looks like Garraway's picking up a bit of pace at the moment. closing in on the rear of the Jess Golding Motorsport Arrow. So it's Arrow versus Kart Republic, then it's an Energy out in front. Estasi's had a good run, first time in the class this year. He's on the tune down the straight, fiddling with the jets. But Garraway's eyeing off a move into turn 2. Is he going to do it? No. Hangs in there. There's a lot of racecraft involved in the KA3 class. There's a lot of slipstream, and it's a big, long championship. Luca Bilardo loving it out in front. Won the Victorian State title only a few weeks ago at the Todd Road Circuit. My favourite track in the country. One of the best skylines going around. It just looks a little bit loose mid-corner, does Luca Bilardo. And Garraway's Shell Wingler car looks like it is absolutely on point. Nice and early in the morning. A bit lower grip conditions at 8 o'clock in the morning. That might be why the height of Garraway's helping a little bit early on. But Salvatore goes purple last time around with a 44.2. He's absolutely flying. The average speed yesterday was around the 44 second mark. He's gone around with a 44.2. So they've tuned that Empire Karting Kart Republic up, and he's on the move trying to catch up to Will Thompson to get that 4th position. We're still watching the battle out in front. It's a Jess Golding Motorsport versus Shell Wingler of Hugo Garraway. Estasi's just hanging in there at the moment. We have, I can't actually see out of the commentary box, it's that cold this morning. 4 laps on the board.
Yeah, for sure. This is quite interesting to see how this is going. You've got Thompson and Salvatore pushing each other along here. They're a lot faster than the drivers in front of them. Salvatore with the new quickest lap of the race of 44.219. There's some 0.2 of a second quicker than your top 3. So if you're Salvatore, he did have a drama, I think it was in the second heat race yesterday, that he really wants to try and make every post a winner. Garraway's the one that's worth watching at the moment though. He had a bit of a shocker at round number 1. Certainly had pace on board, but didn't manifest into results. And here he is in second position in that beautifully presented machine. But Bilardo, he's made his championship intent very well clear, both at the start of last round and here yesterday as they work their way through. Thompson is pushing along here. Another 44.229 for him. That's pretty much equal to what he did last time out. It's a 44.142 for Salvatore. They are going to be on the tail of Christian Estasi. I get the feeling by the end of the current lap that they're on. It was a 44.521 for Estasi that time, and Garraway a 44.6 and a 44.4 for your leader Luca Bilardo. So we are going to have the big battle going on for second and third, with the 4th and 5th place drivers working together. It's somewhat like a bit of a peloton in cycling here as they start to close on in. Further back, Brock Barber has got a freight train going on behind him, which he's had for quite some time. Here we go, Estasi having a look at Garraway. What were the times that time? It's a 44.4 for Garraway, a 3 for young Estasi as they go up over the top. Work their way down through the flip-flop here. We've now got that 4-cart freight train working together. The team down at JGM have got the Bilardo machine working nicely. All Garraway slid out of there. Down through the inside now. Thompson opens the door on Estasi. He takes Salvatore with him. If you're Salvatore right now, you want another spot, if not 2, and they'll try and get that as they close on down. Hugo Garraway, look at Thompson down over the wheel, trying to maximise the aerodynamic effect as we start the last lap here to kick off our Sunday finals day at Puckapunyal. We're located about an hour and a quarter north of Melbourne. Right here, we are up over the top again. Garraway holding on. Bilardo well and truly out in front. They head on down to the rock corner. Oh, look at the run that Thompson's got. The door's shut. It wouldn't open for the somewhat local driver. Now he goes for it. And there wasn't much of a fight there from Garraway. Thompson looking fantastic. So it's going to be an arrow 1-2 here as a checkered flag comes out and Bilardo gets another heat race victory and 12 points. Second place goes to Thompson. Then it's Hugo Garraway, Hunter Salvatore, and Christian Estasi comes home with a solid 5th spot. Then after that, Giancarlo Artho, then Beck Connell.